into it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken in the end zone. One up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
On the ground, it's Geis. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big return will get it all the way down to the 35. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Saquon Barkley on
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Haskins will throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They try to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Down Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the fight is running back Geis. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. A broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
He's brought
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The score, Raiders 3, Chiefs 0.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he'll look downfield for one. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
And 5.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out of and right up the middle.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On the ground, guys. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Leads to second and goal at the Raiders' 2-yard line.
Again, Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This Raider, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Raiders 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action now. Haskins, catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
43-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Able to haul it in. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 35.
Play action. Haskins. He finds a man with a crossing route.
Haskins pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Haskins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Number 25.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Kansas City.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. This is Geis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the 36, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
first down. This is Geis. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The ball carrier.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Raiders 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at contact. You're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Haskins will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 48-yard line.
This is Barkley. Take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go with Haskins. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now it's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Haskins to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week.